we'll continue. I think we'll still see a 4-year cycle, and I think that we'll see crypto, specifically altcoins, start rallying once QT has ended and QE is in place, i.e., the Fed has cut interest rates and stopped quantitative tightening with the $55 billion a month that they suck out of the market. That is ending. They already said they're about to be ending that. And I think what Trump is doing right now is forcing the Fed to lower interest rates. And so the play that I have is a play on making money on the Fed suddenly lowering interest rates, which I think will happen this year. I don't know exactly when this year, but I think this year we will see a very drastic switch up from the Fed. And the reasoning behind this, okay, has nothing to do with inflation, has nothing to do with the crypto markets, has nothing to do with anything that you're imagining. All it has to do with is the fact that the United States has around $7 trillion worth of debt that is coming to maturity this year. And interest rates right now are currently higher than the average that the United States pays on their debt. And it's higher than the maturity, or it's higher than the interest rate being paid on the debt that's coming to maturity this year, the $7 trillion. Thus, knowing that the United States currently spends more on interest rates on their debt than they do on the defense budget, which we know the defense budget's disgusting. They're spending about all of the deficit almost on just interest rates. And so if this $7 trillion, which represents like 22% of the total debt that we have as a country, if that goes and rolls over at the current higher interest rates that we're experiencing right now, then it just exacerbates the problem even more. And I'll pull up some charts and stuff to show you guys so that you can see visually what I'm talking about. But the play basically is that Trump is causing a ton of economic uncertainty and fear in the market to cause the market to go down, to cause the Fed to freak out a little bit, and then lower interest rates so that the debt this year can be rolled over at a lower interest rate so that we don't go bankrupt as a country, right? So temporary pain that I think we're experiencing right now. I do think it's going to get a little bit worse. Therefore, I'm hedging my portfolio because I don't think this is the end. I think that all the positions I have, I'm comfortable holding for a long period of time, hence my investment strategy. I don't like selling prematurely. So I'm just going to enter into a hedge, which I did today. And again, I rolled one of my retirement accounts entirely into bonds. TLT, I know, super exciting. Ooh. TLT is a 20+ year duration bond from BlackRock. It's iShares. And so it is the most sensitive to interest rate changes. And so as they cut interest rates, the price of TLT should go up because I'm purchasing bonds that have a higher yield. And then if they cut yields down, but mine's locked in at 4.5% and they cut it down to 3%, let's say, then people are going to pay a premium for 4.5% interest on their money as compared to what they could get in the open market at 3%. So by buying these now before they cut rates, I think I'm locking in some potential good gains. And worst case scenario, I'm dead wrong. And I've locked in 4.5% interest rates on my retirement account, which is not amazing, but it's still gains. So I'm still going to make money, even if the play doesn't play out like this. Now, that's the safer one that I went with. The degen play, which I can show you guys here, as soon as my laptop finishes charging up here, my degen play is some leaps on TLT. So I bought some call options on TLT with the anticipation of, again, that sudden rate cut that I think will come potentially in the next like 3 to 6 months. But let me know what you guys are thinking. Am I looking too deep into it? Do you think I'm onto something here? Are you guys as mesmerized by this single curl as I am? How's everyone doing? Good morning, Seedling. Good morning, MK. Good morning, name that I can't pronounce because it's in a different language. Good morning, Ollie. Good morning, Too Much at Once. Good morning, Jordy. Good morning, C90. How is everyone doing on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon? It is 12:09 Eastern time. We go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about decentralized science and the broader crypto markets. Today, we're not so much fine-tuning in on decentralized science. However, I wanted to tell you guys this hedge that I opened up because if everything goes right, I can take the money from the hedge here and rotate it back into crypto markets or back into whatever I want if everything goes okay, right? Because them cutting interest rates and starting to print some more money would cause altcoins to start going up. Different setup there, I know. It's because my laptop here, this was the first purchase I made after